fractions. So fractions, how will I do it? So let's say there is a number. This is numerator, this is denominator. Let's say number is 3 by 4. Then 3 is numerator and 4 is denominator. It is said that if denominator is greater than numerator, this denominator is greater than numerator, which is happening in this case, then it is a proper fraction. Because denominator is greater than numerator. And where 5 by 4, the numerator is greater than denominator, then this is improper. Got it? How do we solve a fraction? Let's say there is a number like this, 2 1 by 6. Now how you will write it? Very simple. You will just write this denominator as it is, draw a somewhat a larger line, and then you will multiply these two, 2 into 6, and whatever the multiplication will come, you will add with here. And you will apply a bracket, because if you don't apply the bracket, then it gets confusing, right? So 2 into 6 first, 12, then plus 1 by 6, that is 13 by 6. So that is how you convert. If let's say 8 by 3 is given and I want to write in the format of a number and then numerator and denominator, what I'll do, I will divide this. How many times this can divide completely? 3 into 1 3, 3 into 2 6, 2 times. Denominator you will write that only. So if you will divide by 3 into 3, 9. So 9 would be greater than 8. No. Then before that, 3 into 2, 6. Remaining 2. That 2 you will write here. So this would be that is how we changed. How 8 by 3? 3, 8. Complete 3 divided by 2, 6 minus 2. Remaining is 2. That this 2 comes here, this 2 comes here, and this 3 goes here. Simple? Very, very simple, very obvious. Nothing. Let's say I'll give you one more, 11 by 7. Then what I'll do, I'll write 7 here. Then 7 into 1, 7, 7 into 2, 14. 14 is greater than 11. No. 7 into 1. So 1 time. 1 times 7, 1, 7. Like here, you will do 7, 11, 7. 1 times 7. How do you divide? 7 into 1, 7. Then you multiply these two. 1 into 7, 7 you write here, and then you subtract 4. Then how will you write it? 1, then this 4 and this 7. This comes at this place, this 4 comes at this place, and then 7 at the bottom. Simple. And reverse you can do it. Let's say 2, 3, 5. Then how will you do it? It is 5. 5 into 2, 10 plus 3. That is 13 by 5. Got it? Simple. Next. Simplify. 36 by 54. For simplifying the fractions, what you will do? 36 by 54. You try to divide both the numbers by a common number. Because let's say 6 and 4 both are even numbers, so then both can be divided by 2. You cannot do that you divide this number numerator by 2 and denominator by 3. You have to divide by the same number. So let's say I am divided by 2. Then divide 36 by 2, completely 18. This is 27. Now this number is even, here it is odd. This number is divisible by 2, this number is not, so I will not divide this fraction by 2. Rather I will do 3, because 18 and 27 both are divisible by 3. 6, 9. Again 6 and 9 both divisible by 3. 2, 3. So now 2 and 3 both are prime numbers. Then it cannot be further divided, but cannot be further simplified, so it can be written. I can see, if I remember a table of 9, this number and this number both are divisible by 9. 9 into 4, 36, 9 to 6. This 4 and 6, 2, 3. Divide by 2. So that you can do faster. Here, 79 by 158. So you can write 158. 79 is a prime number. You know 79 is a prime number. I have told you till 100. 158, you can see if I want to get the factors of 158, then starting digit is even. So, and 79 is a prime number. 1. So the factors of 158 or 158 can be written as 2 into 79. So here I'll write 79 by 2 into 79. And while solving the fractions, if the digits in the numerator and denominators are same, that are completely cut. Here, this value is 1. So the answer will be 1 by 2. Right? Don't do this. Let's say 2 plus 3 by 3 is there, then don't cut this. Because this is a proper function. You can only do if it is in multiplication it is given, because multiplication may then you can divide like this, but if it is plus or minus you cannot do this. Okay, I have just told you this because I just remember that one of my student used to do these kind of mistakes. 2 plus 3, 3, 3 she used to divide, so don't do this. Okay, then this question in fraction, how do they solve the questions? There is something called cross multiplication. Let's say if it is given a by b is equal to c by d, then you cross multiply a into d, b into is equal to b goes there, b into c, like this. Okay, so if this is the question, then these two will be cross multiplied. 2 into x, 7 into 8. Or x is equal to, this 2 will now this 2 will go in the division. So this will be into 7 into 8 by 2. 4. Because it is multiplication, that's why I have divided. 7 into 4, 28. X is equal to 28. I'll explain this again. And I'll take one more example. 2 by 7, 8 by x. Here, cross multiplication happens. 2 into x, 8 into 7. Right? Either you cut directly 2, 8. Because if there is equivalent sign, if there is multiplication sign, you can directly cut. If it is plus or minus, you cannot divide. You cannot cut. But if it is multiplication, you can do 8 into 7 by 2. Or directly cut 2 into 4. 4 into 7, 28. If the number is divided, let's say it is given 1 by 2, 1 by 3. First I'll tell you, a second. First I'll tell you the multiplication. Let's say it is 3 by 4. This is multiplication. So multiplication may directly do the multiplication. Numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. 3 by 8. If multiplication is 1 by 4 into 6 by, let's say, 7. In multiplication, you can divide, you can cut from numerator and denominator. Let's say 6 and 4. Both are divisible by 2. And you need to divide numerator and denominator by same digit. So if I divide 4 by 2, it is 2. By 3, it is 3. Then I multiply 1 into 3, 3. And 2 into 7, 14. That is the simplified version. If it is written 1 by 4 divided by 6 by 7, then what you do, you simply, because you cannot solve this function division directly. So what you will do, 1 by 4, you will change this symbol, this function division to multiplication, and then you reverse this digit, 6 by 7 to 7 by 6. Then as you do earlier, 1 into 7, 7, 6 into 4, 24. That is the division. Got it? So I don't think till now you have any problem with fractions. Okay, now comparison. If they give you two fractions, and then they ask which fraction is greater or which number is greater, then what will you do? So let's say in this question, let's say I take an example. See, the basic fundamental thumb rule is, if any number's numerator is increasing and denominator is, if numerator is increasing, that means that number will increase. If the denominator will increase, the whole number will decrease. For example, 1 by 2. 1 by 2. If this is 0.5, if I increase the numerator, keeping the denominator constant, 2, and I increase the numerator 1 to, let's say, 2, I increase the numerator, then this number is 1, and 1 is greater than 0.5. So you can see, if the denominator is constant, numerator is increasing, then the number will increase. Reverse, if I keep the numerator same and change and increase the denominator, let's say in place of 2 I increase 3, then this value is 0.33. Obviously 0.33 is less than 0.5, that is, this number is less than this. So if numerator is same, denominator is increasing. That is the digit which is at the bottom. If the number which is at the bottom, and if you increase that number, keeping the numerator same, then the number will decrease. So the same concept we'll use here. 5 by 8, 3 by 8. Here, denominator is same. This numerator is more. 5 is greater than 3, so this number will be greater than 3. Again, denominator is same. 11 is less than 13, so 13 will be greater than 11. Now we need to arrange in sequence. In all these numbers, denominator is same, 7. So I'll just arrange in the order: 1 by 7, 3 by 7, 7 by 7, 11 by 7, and then 13 by 7. 13 by 7 will be greatest because all the denominator is 7, and this is just numerator. I'll just see the sequence of numerators. So these are like fractions where denominator is same. Now we see a different case. Now, if we see that we need to compare with the numerator. Here, this numerator here, this numerator is less than this denominator is less than this. So how do we do that? In these cases, generally, you see the denominator in this number is greater. So if the numerator would have been same, then this denominator is less, then this number would have been greater. But here numerator is also less. So in that case, you cannot tell specifically using numerator or denominator completely. So in these cases, whenever you are having confusion whether the number is which number is greater, then in that case you just convert in the point format. 4 by 5 you can write as 0.8, and 5 by 6 you can write as 5 by 6, 48 to 6.83 something. So obviously 0.8 means if it is 0.8, and if I tell, then after point, if it is the decimal, a number, and 0, then this number and this number are this is same. Number of zeros will not matter. So 0.80, 0.83. So obviously this number is greater. So here we'll find this. 7 by 8, 8 by 9. Again this number is, because again I just changed in the point format. It is 0.88 something, it is 0.875. So obviously this number is greater. So here you can use And here one more thing you can use, because here numerator is greater, so generally this number, in general cases where numerator will be larger, denominator, because denominator difference is also 1, numerator difference is also 1. Here also same thing. So in those cases generally this numerator thing will work, but the correct concept would be to convert into the points, and then you see the which number is largest. Here you can see, compare using denominators. See, all the numerators are same. So the number which is having highest denominator, when the numerator is same, that will be the smallest number. 1 by 13 will be smallest. Then 1 by 9. Then 1 by 7. Then 1 by 5. And then 1 by 3 will be the largest number, because all those are having same numerator, but this is having the smallest denominator. The smallest denominator means largest number. Simple. Now I want to do the addition and subtraction of fractions. Addition and subtraction of fractions. So when this denominator is same, when this denominator is same, then what you do? You just write the denominator as it is, and you just add directly. 7 plus 3, 10 by 12. And because 10 and 12 both can be simplified, I can divide 10 and 12 by 2, 5 by 6. Here, denominator is same. When denominator is same, things become easier. 6, 5 minus 3, 2 by 6, 1 by 3. Here, just solve it. 4, 5 you will write. 4 into 5, 20, plus 2, 22, minus 5 you will write. 2 into 5, 10, plus 1, 11. 5, 22 minus 11, 11 by 5 will be the answer. But when the denominator is not same, because this was a cakewalk, but when the denominator was not same, then what will you do? Then you will use the concept of factor. Because here denominator is not same, so I try to find a factor of both. 3, 5. I want to find a number which can divide both 3 and 5. So there is no number. If you will divide 3, it can divide only 1, 3, and you can 5, then 1, 1. I want to get this 1, 1. Then the factors are 3 into 5. 3 into 5, that is 15. So if I solve this question, you just write 15. How do you do that? You divide this 15 by this 3. Here you will place a number like 15 by 3. 15 by 3 plus this one. So 3, 5 plus 1, that is 6. So here you will place 6. 15 by 3, 5 plus 1, 6. Here 15 by 5, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. And then you will solve, this will be 11 by 50. Got it? So this is in the case where the denominator is not same. These are called unlike fractions. So if we do some more questions. Here, 3 by 5 minus 7 by 20. So you can see 5 and 20. 5 comma 20. So what would be the, 5, 20. You can easily see 5 and 20 both can be divided by 5. Right? And now here you want to get 1. So I need to divide by 4. Then the factor will be 5 into 4. That is 20. Or directly you can write that here at this place I want a number which can be divided by 20 as well as 5. Right? I want to get LCM. 20 and 5. So the LCM of 5 and 20 will be 20. Then 5, 20 by 5, 4. 4 into 3, 12. Minus 20 by 21, 1 into 7, 7. Then it will be 5 by 20. And again it is divisible, 5, 1 by 4. Any doubt here? These are simple questions. Nothing to worry about. Simple? Okay. You do this question on your own, or I can just solve it. 2 into 5, 10 plus 4, 14 by 5 plus 23 by 6. 5 comma 6. I want a number which is divisible by 5 as well as 6. Then 5 cannot be divided by any other number except 5, and 6 cannot be divided by 2 or 3, right? So I want a number which is divided by 5 and 6 as well, both. That is, I want an LCM of 5 comma 6. So LCM of 5 comma 6 will be 5 divide 5, 6 and 6. 5 into 6, 30. 30, 30 by 5, 6 into 4, 14, 84. 5 into 23, 115. 199 by 30. Right, if I'm right? Yes. This would be the answer. So I don't think you will be having any doubt here. Multiplication and division, I have already told you. Multiplication, I have told you, you can directly multiply numerator and denominator, and if there is this function multiplication or multiplication, then you can cut also, you can divide also numerator and denominator, but by the same digit. So 8 into 4 by 3 into 7 directly. Because numerator and denominator, these digits cannot be cut, cannot be divided by a common digit, so I will directly multiply 32 by 21. Here 2. If a number 2 is given, then 2 is also 2 by 1. Right? 2 is 2 by 1. 3 is 3 by 1. This 1 is hidden when 2 is written. Right? So this 2 is 2 by 1 into 2 by 5 or 2 by 5. 4 by 5. Or directly you can multiply 2 into 2. You just, if an integer is given 2, 3, 4, then just assume that this is a numerator number. 8 into, so 8 into, I'll convert this number 5. 3 into 5, 15 plus 2, 17 by 5. 17 into 8, 136 by 5. That is multiplication. Simple. Now we will do the division. Division. I have already told you, if it is division sign, you change it to multiplication, then you reverse the order. 6. 6 means 6 by 1. Division, I'll change it to multiplication. And I'll reverse this 3 by 2 to 2 by 3. And you can see this numerator and this denominator can be divided. 3 into 2, 6. That is 4 by 1 or 4. Here, 5 into 6, 31. 30 plus 1, 31 by 6, divided by 9 by 2. This 31 by 6, I change this sign to multiplication. I reverse this order 2 by 9. 2, 6. You can divide 2 into 2 by 6. 2 into 3, right? 6 by 2 is 3, right? And you just multiply. 31 by 27. I don't think there will be any doubt here. There are some very simple things. Extremely simple. Now we'll see the integers or number line. So generally many times we get confused in the positive numbers and negative numbers. We do some mistakes. Okay. So I just draw a number line, I'll tell you. This is a number line. This is 0. So here we have plus 1, right side, plus 2, plus 3, infinity. Numbers will be the infinity, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11. And here will be negative, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus infinity. Right? One basic thumb rule you will remember always from now onwards, that A number will increase only from left to right. Left to right. If I ask 2 is greater or 1, because 2 is at the right side of 1, then obviously 2 is greater than 1. 3 is at the right of 2, 3 is greater than 2. But if I compare minus 3 and minus 2, prima facie, if you negate the sign and you just see, then you'll mark that minus 3 is greater than minus 2. But this is wrong. In the number line, you can see minus 2 is at the right side of minus 3, then definitely minus 2 will be greater than minus 3. Minus 1 will be greater than minus 2 because it is at the right side. 0, this is 0. 0 is greater than minus 1. You will keep this in your mind always. If you keep this number line, and this left to right wala arrow in your mind, then you will not commit mistake ever in your life in these concepts. Okay, so we'll check this concept. 0 minus 1. So this is the number line. This is 0, this is minus 1. So 0 is right side of minus 1, then 0 is greater than minus 1. Minus 50 minus 70. So you can see minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Like this, there will be somewhere minus 50. Minus 51, 50, 52. Here it would be minus 70. Then minus 50 is at the right side of minus 70. So minus 50 will be greater than minus 70. Or you can just do that. If they ask the minus 50 and minus 70, if they ask a relation, who is greater? Then what you do if there is minus sign? If there is this plus sign, 70, 50. You know obviously 70 is greater than 50. But if they do the minus sign, so what you do? If they ask the minus sign, what you do? You just assume that there is no minus sign. You just write 70, 50, 70 is greater than 50. But because this is minus sign, you will write minus. Here you will write minus, and you will just reverse this sign. You will reach your answer. But this number line concept should be in your mind always, because if they, just mold the question in some way. But here, this is a simple trick. Minus 53 minus 5. Obviously, 53 is greater than 5. 53 greater than 5. So I'll just write minus 53 less than minus 5. Minus 100 minus 101. 101 is greater than 100. Then minus 100 is greater than minus 101. 50 and minus 51. Obviously, positive number will always be greater than negative number. Positive number will always be greater than negative number. That is 1 is greater than minus 7. Need out? Now we will add integers. We will add integers. Very basic rule while adding these integers. If there is a minus sign before the bracket, the sign changes. Let's say I write a number 2. Then this plus sign is hidden here in this number. If it is 2, then this is plus 2. And if there is minus sign, whenever there is minus sign, the sign reverses. I'll tell you. Whenever there is a plus sign, no need to worry, very simple. Just open the bracket. Plus 5 plus 3, that is 5 plus 3. You can just open the bracket. Plus sign, no issues. 8. Plus 6 is 6. But here it is minus sign. And here it is plus sign. So if there is minus sign, whatever sign is there, that will be reversed while opening the bracket. So if I open the bracket, then this plus changes to minus. This is 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. This minus 5. Minus 5 means here plus sign is hidden. When I open the bracket, this plus becomes minus 5. This plus, there will not be any effect. Plus 12. Minus 5 plus 12, you can write 12 minus 5, that is 7. Minus 8 plus 5, open the bracket. Minus 8 plus 5, that is minus 3. How do you do that? Minus 3. Minus 8 plus 5. Minus 8 plus 5. You just, because it is minus, it is plus. this number is greater, you just divide, you just subtract. So 8 minus 5, 5, 3, and that is a negative sign because minus 8, a bigger number. So 5 and minus 8, that is minus 3. Here plus 37, there it is 37, minus 2, this sign will be changed. Minus 2, this is plus, this is minus 65, and again this is plus, this sign will be reversed, minus 8. So what you will do, how do you solve if there is plus and then one is minus? So you add all plus terms, all minus terms, you do the usual calculation and you put the sign. Like here, this, how I got it, it is 5 minus 8. 5 minus 8. Minus part is greater, minus part is not in absolute terms in this question. 8. So 5 minus 8 or 8 minus 5. 5 minus 8 is 3, and because minus sign is greater, minus 3. Here, I'll add positive terms here, 37, and all the negative terms I will add. Minus, minus, minus. 2, 8, 10, 75. 37 minus 75. You will directly subtract 37. Whenever there is a subtraction, whether it is 8 minus 5 or 5 minus 8, you will directly do a subtraction. 8 minus 5, 3. 8 minus 5, 3. And now you can see here minus sign is with greater number. So you will put minus. Here minus sign is with smaller number. Greater number has plus sign. So you will not put any sign here. Here 37 minus 75. 37 minus 75. So you will do normal subtraction. 8, 38. But this minus sign, I want to see the sign before the greater number. 75 has minus before it. So the answer will also be having minus 30. Minus 38. Simple? Nothing to worry about. This was the addition. Subtraction is also like addition. You just need to follow the thing I have told you. Minus 15, that is plus is hidden here. So if I open the bracket, it becomes minus 15 because plus changes to minus. Because if there is minus sign, whatever sign is before it, that sign will be reversed. This is minus 18, here it is minus. Then this minus will be changed to plus because here it is minus sign. Plus 18. 1 plus 1 minus. So you will directly do the subtraction 3. But the larger number has plus sign, so there will be plus 3. Plus 3 or 3. Here 23 minus minus plus 12. All the positive terms, 23 plus 12, 35. 72 minus 90, 72 minus 90. One is plus, one is minus. If there are so many positives, so many negatives, so what will you do? You will add all positive at one place, all negative at one place, and then do the subtraction. And then you put the sign at the end. 72 minus 90, it isn't a subtraction problem. That is 90 minus 72 is 18, but the larger number has negative sign, so it is negative. Minus 20 minus 30, minus 20, because here it is plus, plus is changed. And here it is also plus, but here it is plus. So while opening the bracket, this sign will not be reversed, it is minus 30. Minus, minus, so directly you add this. Because they have the same sign, right? Minus, minus, you will just simply add it. Minus 32. Minus, minus, plus 40. 1 is plus, 1 is minus. Then you will do the subtraction. 8. The larger number has plus sign. Now this is plus 8. So every time you will add, except when there is plus and minus in the all the equation. Let's say there is 4 plus 5 plus 6. You will simply add. Minus 4 minus 5 minus 6. You will simply add. And you will just put the minus sign. 4 plus 5 plus 6, 17, and minus sign beforehand. But if it is 4 plus 5 minus 6, then what will you do? You will add the positive terms, 9. You will add, let's say, minus 8. You will add all the negative terms, minus Here 6 plus 8, 14, and then it is a problem of subtraction. Plus 9 minus 14, that is 5, and sign will be negative because this greater number has negative sign with it. Minus 5 will be the answer. Simple. Now I'll do the multiplication. So multiplication has one simple rule. If there is minus sign, plus into minus, it would be minus. Minus into plus, it would be minus. Plus into plus, it would be plus. But if minus into minus, that would become plus. That is only one exception. If there is minus, minus will always dominate. Plus into minus or minus into plus. But if minus into minus is there, that will become plus. Simple. Plus 42 into plus 12, that is 42 into 12. Simple multiplication. $504. Plus 15 into minus 16. Plus into minus. Plus into minus. Minus 15 into 16. 240. Minus into plus. So whatever will be the multiplication, the answer will be in minus. Minus 21 into 22, whatever the value. Minus into minus, that is plus. Plus ka 55 into 15. 825, if my calculation is right. Now we will see the decimals. So I think this is the second last topic, decimal. This one is very simple. If I want to change decimal into fractions, let's say 0.6 it is given. So what I told you earlier, if there is a number given, it is, this one is hidden. I want to remove this point, and this point moves towards right. And I'll also tell you one thing, it is 2. This 2 is equal to 2 by 1, as well as this 2 is point. This point is hidden and it is 0. 2.0 or 2 is same. 2.0, 0, 0. The zeros after this decimal has no meaning. It can be read. But if there is a digit here, then this 0 has an importance. If this 0 goes on, they are in the continuing fashion, then they don't have any meaning. But if there is a number between decimal and this number, there are zeros, then this 0 has meaning, right? So if I just want to do this, so 6 is 6.0, right? So I'll just, for removing the decimal, I'll just remove the decimal and I'll add 1 0 here, because this decimal shifted to one place. As it shifted to one place, we add 1 0, and because now this becomes 6.0 something, then this becomes 6, because 6 point something, 6 point is 6 by 10. I'll divide by 3, 2, 3 by 5 is the fraction. 32.55. Simple. 1 is hidden. What I will do? I remove the point comes here. I add 1 0. I again remove, point comes here, again 0. And this 3255 point, I want that only. Then 3255 by 1 0 0. That is the fractional form of this decimal. Right? And we can do the reverse engineering also. Now I want to write this fraction into decimals. So the point is here. I'll remove 1 0, then this decimal comes here. I again remove 1 0, this decimal again comes here, and this becomes 32.55. For example, 438 upon 100. Let's say this is the given fraction and I want to write it into decimals. 438 is given, that means the decimal is hidden here. I'll remove this 0, the decimal comes here. I again remove this decimal, just 0, decimal comes here, that is 4.38. Or the simple method is 438 upon 100, the number of 0 in the denominator, the decimal moves those value points to the left. 1, 2, 0. Then 0, 0 cut. 1, 2. That is 4.38. Right? Got it? So if they ask that I want to compare the decimals, see how decimal works. This is 0, this is 1, then this is 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, like this, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. And if I see this one, 1.2, 1.3, this I am zoom